Of course, one of the big stories this week turned out actually good news for Donald Trump, as there was an illegal leak of his 2005 tax return, and we were wondering if you had a chance to look at that return. Can you give us your thoughts on what's there or what's not there?
Sure. Let's go back in time a little bit with this whole, we'll call it controversy, King, related to Donald Trump's tax return and the secrecy and why he hasn't released it and what it means or what it doesn't mean. So this actually started some time ago where you had a similar situation where his a portion of his 1995 tax return was leaked. And what we saw on that was he had a $900 million loss. And again, it was only a partial tax return. I think we had 3 pages at that point. And this $900 million loss, which presumably was coming from his casino businesses at the time, and everybody was up in arms saying, well, with this $900 million loss, Donald Trump is not going to pay taxes for 18 years. And, all kinds of assumptions were being made. Now we'll fast forward to this past week, and we see now 2 pages of his 2005 tax return being leaked. And what do we see on that return? Well, from what we can see, he had $150 million of income. He paid $38 million of tax, which effectively was 25%. And now all of a sudden, even though it's an incomplete picture, just like the 1995 was, this turns out to be a very good thing for Donald Trump because clearly he's paying a lot of tax. So now you have people are trying to shift their position, and what they shift to, King, is to say, well, he only paid $7 million in regular tax, and he paid $31 million related to alternative minimum tax, AMT. And Trump had said at points in time that he wanted to get rid of the AMT. So now people are up in arms and saying, well, if he was able to get rid of the AMT, in this particular case, he would have saved $30 million or $31 million of tax. Again, this is a stretch, King, because everything is just based on incomplete information. Donald Trump did talk about getting rid of the alternative minimum taxes, and it's because it's not fair to too many American people. He wasn't per se talking about himself. When he's talking about revamping the tax code, it just doesn't mean he takes alternative minimum tax, gets rid of it, so he pays less tax and we're done. That's not how it works. The alternative minimum tax is just affecting too many people because it was meant to be a tax on millionaires, and what we're seeing is it's coming down to people who are making $150,000, $200,000. Those are not people that are high net worth, super wealthy people. So again, the system is broke, but all kinds of conclusions are being jumped to, and the bottom line is this. Donald Trump, at least for 2005, from what we can see, absolutely paid his fair share, and that really should be the end of the story for right now.